I know none of these guys in Washington want to be on the air with me when I say defund the GOP. But that's exactly what needs to happen. And I think Rush Limbaugh knew yesterday when he said, I have a feeling they're about to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat
from the jaws of victory.
I think he knew. I think he got the word
so too.
that this deal was being cooked. And, as anyway it turns out, I will bet you that Rush was right. And that's what, Louis
it's too
said.
bad, because they're really, I really believe they were winning this thing. I think they're winning the battle.
I will tell you, is there any doubt in your mind that the Republican Party does not look the way it does 2 years down the road? There's no way. We do not continue this way.
I hope for that to be true.
Oh, I
hope it doesn't look like this Republican Party. I mean, the Republican Party, as we know it, has been a failure for a long time.
The only way that it remains looking like this is if there is some dramatic, read the front page of the Blaze. If there is a terrorist strike, and all of a sudden they all look, Peter King starts to be like, oh, look at me, I'm strong on this, and the John McCain, and we should go to war, and people are duped into thinking that is what we should be doing. That's the only way that holds together. Because right now, there is no one that I know of that is comfortable giving their money to Karl Rove again. There is no one that is comfortable that Karl Rove and his allies and the people who are the John Boehners, I don't know anybody who says, I think John Boehner is really right, except those in the Beltway and those with power. Do you know anybody?
Well, the left media likes him at this point.
Yes.
They like him.
That should tell you something. And I just don't think, people don't have any more time. I mean, people are they're busy, they're hardworking, they're seeing their bank account dwindle down, they're seeing their hours being cut. They know the score. They see these people taking, special deals, special interest, helping their funders, their big businesses and everything else. They know that these guys are not afraid of losing their jobs in Washington anymore because they leave the Senate and they go and they make more money being an advisor and a lobbyist.
Oh, by a lot.
Right. So they're not afraid of losing their jobs anymore.
Didn't Karl Rove raise, seems to me it was $750 million last election cycle. I think it was $750 million. And
has anybody asked how much
got his head handed to him?
How much of that went to him? Because you pay fundraisers, you have professional fundraisers and you pay them a percentage. And that's totally legal and that's totally normal. Mm-hmm. How much of $750,000 did he get?
I'm sure he obviously had a salary of some
or $750 million.
I don't know if there's.
I bet you he got bonuses.
$745 million. Probably.
No, I'm not saying that it's anything nefarious. I'm just saying that's a lot of money.
It is.
And I bet you I bet you he pulled off a lot legally and ethically and everything else. But I'll bet you, and I've not heard that number.
That seems like that number's too high to me. I could be. We have to go back and look at that.
It was at least $500 million. It was at least $500 million.
It's a lot of money.
Have to look back
it's a lot of money to flush down the toilet.
Yeah, well,
flush down the toilet. And look what it's gotten you. Why? Because it doesn't mean anything to anybody. Defund the GOP and pray that there's a miracle and John Boehner is struck even dumber than he is already. Struck dumb for the weekend.